Hello and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Mighty Morphin Power Rangers review for you. This is the Legacy White Tigerzord. It's a pretty massive box, but it's really nice. I like the kind of raised gold lettering they use. It's really, really nice. This doesn't have any kind of lights or sounds or anything. It's just the Zord, but it's very nice. It does have some die-cast metal parts. On the side here, it shows that it can combine with the Legacy Dino Megazord, which it never really did on the show, but it shows that it can be done here on the side. Here, I'll zoom in, it'll be easier. There you go. And also it has kind of a little stat bio card there for the Zord, in 3 languages as usual. And then here we have, again, the story, which I'll zoom in if you'd like to take a look. And then just kind of a picture of the Zord in both modes. Very cool. On this side, just a nice big picture of the White Ranger. Top of the box, same kind of stuff. Nothing really on the bottom. So we'll move in and take a look at the figure itself. So here we have the Legacy White Tigerzord in its Tiger mode. It comes packaged kind of halfway between Robot mode and Tiger mode, but the directions clearly show you how to get it into Tiger mode. It looks really, really nice. Everything is paint. There are no stickers. This is all raised detail. As you can see here, it's got kind of a nice metallic-y paint here on the head. The red eyes are very nice. The mouth opens. And it's got this kind of red metallically painted orb in there. All of these orbs are paint. On the original, they were kind of plastic orb, like orbs that you clicked into place, but these are all in there. They're not coming out. Here's his tail, as you can see. Now he does have 2 Zord Builder ports here on the back. One here and one here. But all of this detail is just, inlaid and painted. It's all very nice. I really like the metallic-y red paint. It goes well with the gold. Articulation in this mode, the arm obviously can move. There's a swivel here. And then the paw can kind of move. And under here you can see this is all painted, no stickers. This is all detailed in. It's raised up for the tiger coin. Very, very nice. So you can get this in any kind of pose you like. If you really want him to be like all the way forward, you could do something like that. If you kind of want him to have his hand like this, you can certainly do that. Not too much articulation in the back. I mean, this can move. And obviously there's this back paw piece can move. But you kind of want to keep it like that. But it really, really, really looks great. To transform it into robot mode, it's very, very similar to the original toy. Just come along here. Pop the sword out. You can... Well, first you're going to want to... These just pop to the side and then flip around. And you can see the joint in here. Right here where my finger is. That's die-cast metal inside, so that's nice. This is going to swivel down. And you'll hear it click into place. I'll angle this up. You're going to do the same with the second one. Sometimes they stick a little bit, but you can get it. And then it just swivels down. Clicks into place. These rotate around just like the original toy. So you can stand them up. You can straighten out the arms. And then this whole piece will rotate. And then this paw piece, the front of the paw piece too, I should mention, is die-cast metal, where it's kind of the metally gray color. That swivels around. Do the same with the other. And then this whole middle section. Now there is some detailing under here, which again is just nicely painted and detailed. And there's a nice, White Ranger coin right there on the crotch. This whole piece will rotate down. You can open the mouth if you like. I like to have it open in this mode. And then the head will flip back, just like the original toy. And there you go. Try to get this guy all in shot at the same time. But I think he looks great. He definitely looks show accurate. I feel like the legs especially, really reminiscent of how he looked on the show. And of course he does have his sword, which is, you know, a little bit softer plastic, but not bad. This jewel here is painted. So I really like the sword. I think it looks really nice. Now the nice thing is his hands, you can bend them at the elbow. The wrists have articulation, they can spin around, and also the hands have a joint so that they can open up. It's one solid piece. The fingers don't have articulation separately, but they can open and close. So you can go ahead and put the sword in his hand and then close it up, and he'll hold it very snugly. And then you can kind of, if you want to kind of pose it like this, or you can give him one of those kind of like Neo where he's like saying, come on, come and get some. You can do that with his hand, like he's motioning someone over. But I think it's a really, really nice looking robot mode, and the articulation is really well done, especially for a Zord. Usually you get arm articulation if you're lucky, but with this Legacy line they're doing a pretty nice job. He even has kind of knee joints. It only goes that far back, but you can kind of make it look like he's running. I mean, it's better than nothing. You almost never get articulation in the legs. So he's got the knee joint there, the wrist can swivel, he's got the articulated hand that can open and close, he's got the elbow joint, and then he's also got this kind of right above, kind of like a forearm swivel. So I think he looks great. From the back, he's got some nice detailing on here as well. Again, not stickers, all paint. Very, very nice. Really love the look of this robot mode. Now he does have the mode where if he can combine with other stuff, I'm going to take the sword out of his hand. These two pieces can flip down just like the original toy, and he's got two Zord Builder ports as you can see right there. Unfortunately, I do not have the Legacy Megazord to show how he combines with that like it shows on the box. And I should say all this down here is paint as well. It almost kind of looks like stickers by the trick of the light, but it's all paint. But you can kind of just connect whatever you have. I mean, any Zord Builder stuff will work. So, unfortunately, this is kind of all I have handy to show you. But, I mean, it's Zord Builder, so you could, anything that has Zord Builder ports, you could pop on here. I was going to use Dino Charge stuff, but it didn't lend itself well to combining on here. Now, to transform him into the mode that, you know, like on the show, he would combine with the other Thunder Zords. Basically, I just kind of move these out of the way. When you come down here, how it used to be on the show, this would flip down and it kind of slid back. And the Thunder Zords had the opening for the Red Dragon Zord's legs, and these would kind of fit into that. Well, that doesn't really work here. What you actually have to do is you have to pull these pieces out. They just kind of wiggle out. They have two pegs, and I'll show you them in a second. But you have to kind of just wiggle them out. And I always get nervous. Jeez. I get nervous because I feel like I'm going to break it. And let me show you these real quick. You can see how they have a peg on each side. This one has two pegs. And they just kind of slide back in and they will click. The nice thing is, though, because I did have some trouble with this. You can see how it has an R on it for right. And this one has an L on it for left. So if you mix these up and you forget which leg they go in, they do have you can see there's a line here, like an extra raised piece of plastic that makes them differ. And the way to know is the side that has two little pegs or little nubs goes on the outside, because that helps it snap into place more. So just a helpful thing there in case you do forget which one they go into. They are marked. So when you're putting them back in, you'll know where to put them. But you just kind of have to put them off to the side for now. Then you can come back to this and click this back up, just like you're putting it back into Tiger mode. And now you'll see that the two Zord Builder ports are exposed and nothing's in the way. And then you can just kind of... Now the thing I've noticed when these... And this one's not clicked in all the way. There we go. When these are out, there's not a lot of clearance for the arms. Like, you can kind of force it, but it's not natural, which is kind of a bummer. I kind of wish that, you know, it wasn't so awkward to have the arm there. You're almost kind of forcing it. But anyway, you can put these down. Just kind of leave the hands like that. And then this piece, of course, does flip around, just like the original toy, and flip up to reveal the new visor. So I think that's really cool. So then he does have the 2 Zord Builder ports up here, and he's got the 2 Zord Builder ports down here. I was going to try to show with the like legendary Megazord feet, but they won't fit because of how this piece is raised here on the front. So as you can see, they won't connect because it hits. So unfortunately, I can't really show you that. I mean, if you wanted to just get goofy, you could do that or something. I don't know. I wish I had the Legacy Megazord to show you. Really hoping for that reissue because I would like to get that. But here at least is what he looks like when he's ready to combine with other Zords. It's very nice. Again, the paint is really beautiful. I really like the face here. I love this. I think this all looks great. And I have to say, just to go back, I really like the look of the regular face as well. The metallic paint on those red eyes is beautiful. I think it looks fantastic. So I really like this guy. He's definitely more refined and streamlined than the original, but he's very similar in terms of transformation, and both modes look very similar to the original. Whereas the Tigerzord was quite a departure from the original in size of kind of width and bulkiness, and the tail was so much more articulated. This guy's, I would say, closer to the original toy than the Tigerzord is. The Tigerzord was kind of a ridiculous improvement over the original, where this guy is just kind of a minor improvement over the original. It's nice to have all the paint be paint and not stickers, and all the detail is actually molded in, which is nice. And you have the really nice, like, Tigerzord coins all over instead of the ridiculous Thunderbolt stickers that they were kind of obsessed with back in the 90s. But I definitely think he's worth a pickup. Maybe wait till you get some more reward dollars or there's a sale or something, because he is a little pricey at $79.99. But I think he is ultimately a great toy. I really like all the paint. I love the metallic red paint. That looks great all over. I appreciate that those spheres he has aren't like plastic pieces that can easily pop out. It's really nice that all the detail is actually molded in and painted on, and it looks really nice. The only thing I'm kind of bummed about is the having to pop the feet out when you want to combine them and expose the Zord Builder ports on the legs. I don't like that you have to take a piece off, because it just promotes losing pieces. You know, anytime that something is separate, you have to keep track of it. I don't like that. I like if everything just stays cohesive together. It's not a big deal. I don't think I'm going to really lose the pieces, but I just don't like having to take them off and put them to the side, especially if you want to display him in a combined form or something. So I kind of wish they had done something a little better with that, but it's not a huge complaint. I also just get wary that I'm going to break it every time I take them out and snap them back in. I just get nervous. But I think it's nice. I can't decide which mode is my favorite. The Tiger mode and the Robot mode both look really nice. They're both excellent modes. I can't decide which is my favorite. I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards Robot mode, but I really, really do like the Tiger mode as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this guy. Tell me what you think. I'm sure everyone's excited, hoping that there's going to be a Thunder Megazord Legacy version coming out now. They haven't announced anything at Toy Fair last weekend, but it would make sense that if they made this guy, they probably would. And they had talked about Titanus selling well at that price point, and they were talking about the possibility of a Tor. And to me, you don't make Tor and the White Tigerzord without making the Thunder Megazord. That would just be ridiculous. So one of those is probably in the works. We'll probably have to wait and see what they say, or pics might surface sometime of a prototype or something. Fingers crossed, we'll see. So I love the White Tigerzord. I think it's worth a pickup, but maybe wait until you can kind of get them a little bit on sale. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Legacy White Tigerzord. And thanks for watching.